Hello and welcome again. I'm Catherine Young, and this is our channel, Our Courage to Heal podcast. Before we begin, let me just say this. I'm not a professional healer and I cannot diagnose. I'm just another person who has been wounded but guided to receive healing. And now I'm here to share my story with you so that hopefully you too can find your courage to heal and stay on the healing journey. Now, let's begin. It took a long while for me to find a title for this book, largely because so many things happen during healing. Sometimes I feel the amplified raw emotions, sometimes I feel the absolute calmness, and other times I come to such profound realizations that blow my mind. Then I realize these are all healings, and usually at the peak of a healing chapter, when it felt so intense that I thought I need to heal something, it's also in the middle or near end of that healing episode. It felt most real and raw when we are most ready to let go of what has been and change things up. I would like to dedicate this chapter to my healing guide, Dion, for her patience, care, and love during the most challenging and confusing times of my life. Book 2, The Healing, Chapter 1, Expecting Nirvana, the State of Being Healed. Life goes on. There will be happiness, bliss, and fun, and there will also be incidents, sadness, and anger. So we might get hurt again, maybe, but not exactly the same. We would be wiser at handling challenges, and more likely the impact it had on us would be manageable. It's like we become wiser when faced with a challenge. We know how to protect ourselves and how to discharge negativities more timely. My healer once said, "What we really want is not a life with no challenges, because we are humans and we want growth. Rather, we would like to become more like a flexible tree. When the wind blows, we sway to the sides, and we always come back to our center, our alignment, our peace." But what happens when we can't sway back? My partner raised and replied it himself as usual. If we stay rigid and poised when the wind blows, and we can't bend and sway back, we break and fall at base. Wow, I was in awe because I had seen those fallen trees before, still standing tall, looking strong on top, but snapped at base. I remember after healing after a few months, I saw more challenges coming my way, fast and furious, and I froze momentarily. Within a week, my dad fell, had to do a partial hip replacement, my siblings' non-stop heated discussion about aftercare, my mom showing early signs of cognitive impairment from the shock, my child dealing with heightened anxiety levels with tests coming up, my partner traveling for work week after week, and the list went on. I felt quite out of control because all I really wanted was to receive healing and enjoy the fun and peace of life. This was very trying. I just wanted the calmness. But I noticed the difference this time. I could not quite fully explain, but somehow I felt nonchalant. Not so freaked out like before. I did not rush in to do everything. It felt more like I was watching a movie, dissecting the scenes, and deciding how best to contribute based on my terms. This time, I did not rush in to contribute and please everyone at my expense just to maintain peace. In fact, I actually explicitly told my siblings that I would excuse myself from the dramas, but do let me know the required contributions. And I did that with no guilt or obligation. It did require quite a few reminders, but do you know the bigger miracle? Over time, my older sister also decided to leave the drama. Having no one to entertain the drama queen, the fire finally died on our end. There will always be dramas in our lives, but we have a choice whether to be in it. So, I did not reach the Nirvana state I'm dreaming about, but I learned to hold my truth even in times of challenge, and I knew I'm capable of protecting myself and my loved ones. And just like that, like a caterpillar transformed into a butterfly, I became the butterfly, transformed and ready to fly on my own wings and enjoy the moment of growth. And I acknowledged that I had at that instance become a butterfly, and that would only last for that moment. And this is life, transient and temporal. The very present moment would have become the past the very next moment. In that exact split moment, I knew life would put us right back to caterpillar, for we are here to seek growth, development, and transformation. Just like how we had learned to crawl as a baby, and the moment we knew how to, we were ready to move on to toddling, then walking, running, jumping, and then training to do them faster. Every moment we transformed to a butterfly, we would immediately be transformed back to the caterpillar, ready for the next growth chapter. There may seem to be a problem in our life that seemed very real and substantial before. Yet with healing, when we approach it with our new transformed self, desiring love and light, the problem would be dissolved. It would be absorbed into our new light. It had transformed in such a way that our previous viewpoint of suffering has ceased to exist. After my sister's transformation, one day she told me she reread all the long explosive messages the drama queen had sent, and she realized it was never a moment about her. Rather, the messages were all about how the drama queen felt. She should have known wiser now never to engage again and just let her rant. Wow, the wisdom after years of persistent healing. There's a path for healing we have yet to recognize. As we let go of what we think we should or must be, we will recognize that perhaps an unexpected path to our true healing and inner fulfillment would open up for us. We can then let go of what we think and engage in how we feel. The true experience of love is not emotional, it's transfiguring. It helps transform us and our lives. It's transfiguring us from a state of woundedness to wisdom, transfiguring us from victims to stewardship of our own lives, transfiguring us from hatred to compassion, transfiguring us from grudges to let live, and therefore bring us back to our present state of self-love, self-care, and emotional freedom. Our mind is a powerful creature. It can be healed and grow with persistence, compassion, kindness, and growth. Give ourselves the time and space to switch off and empty our mind as often as possible, so that we can connect within to allow this beautiful transformation. Everything is only for now, and everything shall pass. There's no need to judge or despair. Whenever you are ready would be the best time. The world will benefit from us as we learn to heal, care, and love our mental energies. It would give us strength to create greater peace and happiness in our future. In fact, practice connecting to the joy that's always deep within us. Pay attention often to what brings us exquisite joy. Connect to the joyful capacity of our hearts and let the positive radiance heal much of the negativity and uncertainty. Let our hearts relax. Stay in the presence and enjoy our transformation with each healing milestones. For this moment is a moment to celebrate our growth. Be familiar to feeling grounded and safe. Allow our heart space, energy to provide us the security, support, and positivity we need. Regardless of our environment, we are enough. Without any force, we can overcome even extreme negativities. Our real nature is gentle, which is powerful in its unique way. We do not need to become something we are not. Unless we give our power away, we can never be dominated or bullied, because the real us is always empowered and protected by our inner light. We can always know that we are enough and we are loved. Such things can only happen when we let go at the deepest level. In the human experience, only love, compassion, and gratitude really matters. And it's simply near impossible to love if we don't love ourselves enough to receive healing. Dear one, life can be so simple sometimes if we simply choose to be kind to ourselves. Would you consider you in your equation of people to love and care for today? Just for once, for you? To work towards the butterfly transformation moment with the deep knowing that you're worthy of the work, the transformation, and all the growth, love, wisdom, and light that life will bring? I know we are all worthy. Do you know? And so I did experience my transient state of Nirvana, defined by the wisdom I had gained for that healing milestone, for I know the next chapter of growth would bring me my next state of Nirvana. I began loving my life. For now, I'm excited and always hopeful that a better tomorrow would always be there, waiting for me whenever I'm ready to say yes.